remember? Is that what makes me weird? I was wondering one time, because sometimes I kind of reflect on that I'm weird. And I realize that I'm just kind of abnormal in some ways. And that it's not normal to kind of want to talk on a stage with a microphone. In fact, it's the most common fear. Everybody's like, I'm afraid of dying. And you know what I'm afraid of? I'm going to tell you. Grapes. I'm so afraid of grapes. Grapes, raisins, wine. I'm super allergic. I can't even look at wine. If I smell wine, I just die from wine. So, let me tell you the story about the time I almost died. So, the comedian conversation with said former spouse, had happened. And I had been preparing to do stand-up comedy, right? So how I was preparing was I would go into my bathroom and I would talk to myself for hours on end into my recording device, just writing hours and hours of what I just thought was the most funny material. And for years, I was compiling stories and bits and little things that I always thought, ooh, I'm someday going to do some stand-up comedy, right? And I wasn't doing stand-up comedy work. I was doing my automotive shop work, and I'm in my work uniform, and I got to go down to Phoenix. I was taking a motor. Well, I'd already dropped the motor off in Phoenix. I was picking up a motor in Phoenix. Now, some of you may have been affected by the day I'm going to talk about. It was November 17th, 2017, and a big rig jackknifed 2 horse trailers on the 17 and backed that sucker up all the way to Jesus. It was backed up for days. It was horrible. And I had been sitting in my car for 3.5 hours with my little boy, and this guy comes by with the cones, the traffic guys, and he goes, knock, knock, you need a water bottle? No, but hi. And he goes, okay, I'm letting you know, you're the last car that's going to get through. And he put a cone behind my car, I'm like, and he turned around all the rest, I'm like, okay, so I still get to get the thing, so I get through the traffic, I get to Phoenix, after I was in this horrendous accident with all these horses. No, I wasn't in an accident, I was waiting for the horses. All these horses had to get picked up by trailers. I was in this traffic 3-4 hours out at least, right? I get to Phoenix, I get the motor, phone broke, I had to get a new phone on the way. Everything that could go wrong was seeming to go wrong. Now, you think I would start paying attention at this point, right? You think this is the point where I'm going to take it easy and go home. In fact, I kind of did. I kind of wanted to go home. I didn't go home. So I go to the shop. I'm like, here's the motor. Brought the motor all the way from the Phoenix. It was harder than we thought it would be. And I returned triumphant. And my spouse says, great, I want to go out to a wonderful restaurant in Sedona. And I'm like, you never want to go out to a wonderful restaurant in Sedona. He's like, yeah, but we had a really good week. And we worked really hard. And I said, yeah, you're right. Let's go. And so in our work clothes even, kids in tow, in a pocket full of stories on my voice recorder, I go to said restaurant. And I told not just the maitre d', not just my server, not just a drink order person, and not just everybody else I talked to. I talked to 5 people about my food. 5 people. How many? 5 damn people. And I get my plate, and I ordered a blue cheeseburger. It's a blue cheeseburger with barbecue sauce, of all things. And I get this thing, and I have a pickle spear, right? And I grab this pickle spear off my plate, and it's got a little barbecue sauce on it. I'm like, oh, let's try pickles and barbecue sauce. And I take this pickle spear, I dip it in some more barbecue sauce, and it felt like I was eating red ants. And I was like, oh, shoot. That's not how food is supposed to feel. And my gums were on fire. And I'm like, crap. And then I realized my throat was getting itchy and my tongue started swelling out. I realized, oh, I've been poisoned. So now I'm ticked because I just talked to 5 flipping people. Thank you. And so The owner, who I just told I was allergic to wine to, she comes over and she goes, "What's the matter?" And I'm like, I think there's wine in it. She goes, "There's red wine in the barbecue sauce. Is that a problem?" Are you kidding? I can't say that. And then I, you don't always have the words in the moment, right? You know what I said?
What?
I have to go to the bathroom and cry. So I ran into the bathroom and I started crying a little bit. I got myself together a little bit, literally for like 10 seconds. It was like a fast power cry to get it out really fast. Okay. What do I do? I'm dying. What do I do? Oh yeah, I have Benadryl in my car. All right, so now I go to my car and I take a cetirizine and a Benadryl. I probably shouldn't do that, but it wasn't part of it anyway. And as I'm walking in from the car back into the restaurant, and the owner is coming out to meet me. And she goes, literally, as she goes, "Are you okay?" I was like, and my throat closed up. And I said, "I need an ambulance." And you guys, guess how long the ambulance took to get there? By the way, the Sedona ambulance, they're so good. 6 minutes. 6 minutes from phone call to we have an emergency to me getting gurneyed into that ambulance. It was 6 minutes, by the way. Good job, Sedona Fire. Thank you very much for saving my life that day. So now I am in an ambulance. We can all relax with this part of the story now. I'm safe. Isn't that good? And they got Benadryl drip, by the way, if you ever have if you see somebody on a corner selling a Benadryl shot or something, buy that. Get a Benadryl shot. That is the best thing that'll ever happen to you. I loved my Benadryl shot. I was so messed up with my Benadryl shot, I called my dad from the ER, "Dad!" Well, I wasn't that loud. It was more like, "Dad! Anaphylaxis!" And he was like, "Oh no." But here's the point of that whole story, guys. I had to talk to God for a while, okay? I had things to settle, right? In your head, you're like, "Holy crap, what if I die right now? My tongue's swelling out of my mouth, I might die right now." So, what do I think about on the other side what's on the other side of this? I don't know. And it occurred to me, because I was a little afraid that there could be nothing. And it occurred to me that by the time I was dead enough to know for sure that there was nothing, I was going to be too dead to care.